First of all, I want to wish Joe Ayers a happy birthday, and he's meant so much to our football program. Senior loss for the season, as we all know, with an ACL. So just happy birthday to him, and he's meant so much to us. And moving forward, I thought a good start to the week with Florida preparation. I thought our kids had a good workmanlike approach today. Threw a lot at them schematically, and then obviously with Florida, so much to prepare for, not just schematically and all their different looks, defensively and their personnel groupings on offense, but also the speed of the game and how talented they are. But I thought our players came out. I thought they were very focused. I liked their mental preparation, and now tomorrow becomes even that much greater, as we talked about having to be a team that really overachieves on Saturday. But I liked our leadership, and I liked our approach to the day. So I'll answer any questions you may have.
Coach, a couple of the guys mentioned how tough it was to get over Saturday's game. How do you go about trying to get their mindset in the right place?
Well, I think first of all, you come back in and you have a workmanlike mentality, and you have to learn from your mistakes. And, that's a good thing in terms of they're very prideful, but now you have to let it go. I think, Florida has our attention, a rival game, and the talent that they have, and a talented football team, very, very good. So, I like that, but, that's why I liked our approach today. And I wanted to see how our team would respond. And, you put so much into it, and I told them, the more you put into it, the more it should hurt. And so I liked our approach today.
Butch, you talked about opening up the competition at quarterback and wanting to see how they responded there. What did you see from those guys today?
Well, I'll know a little bit more when I watch the film, but I saw a little more of a competitive spirit amongst all of them, a little more sense of urgency. And I think, as I talk about, competition is healthy. And so I'll know a little bit more in terms of the overall execution and the base fundamentals of our offense when I watch film.
You carry that competition out all week long?
All week long, yes.
Coach, you talk about building this program brick by brick. One of the big games on the schedule every year is this Florida game. Not having beaten this program, Florida, in 8 chances, how does that kind of go into building it brick by brick and getting it back where it needs to be?
Well, it's a great rivalry. But in order for us to continue to really make this a rivalry, we have to start winning some of these football games. And, all we can control is, right now, is Team 117, and all we can control is our mental preparation, our intensity, the way we approach the game, and the way we play on Saturday. And, it just comes down to one play at a time, and that snap and clear mentality. But, it's like I told our team is, football is the greatest team sport of all. But it still comes down to one-on-one matchups. And it's every individual taking accountability for their performance or their pride in their performance and how they prepare throughout the course of the week. So at the end of the day, it comes down to one-on-one matchups.
Which was Traverse and Al, it's kind of Danny and Jason, whether they're ready to play or not, they're going to play. What's your confidence level with them, that they'll be able to go in there and hold up in there?
Well, they've worked extremely hard, and we have no choice. I mean, Jason Carr has to be able to give us, valuable repetitions. And, everyone has to elevate their game. And then, you throw into the offensive line of Florida, very, very talented, very, very physical group. This is going to be a line of scrimmage game. And so, the counter game, the power game, the zone game, the different formation, groupings, personnel groupings, multiple tight end sets, so overloading one side of the formation. So everyone has to step up and give us valuable repetitions and be accountable. And so Jason's, being mentored by our older players, and, it's a great opportunity for him along with everyone else.
Is there any update on Salisbury? And also some of the players have said you kind of confronted him at some point, and he really done a nice job of answering the challenge, right?
Yeah. Tavares, I said it is, I thought going into the Oregon game and then the valuable snaps that he gave us, he was probably the most improved defensive lineman that we had. And he was really working into challenging for a starting position. And so, to lose him was a major setback for us defensively. Right now, it's 3 to 6 weeks. And it'll be how he heals and the amount of treatments, and, it's up to the body, but it's anywhere between 3 to 6 weeks. The positive is, right now he's not lost for the season.
Yesterday about the challenge your offensive line is going to be facing going against this Florida defensive line. How have they responded so far?
Well, they know what they're up against. They all have played against each other, so they know what to expect. our players have a tremendous amount of respect for them. They know the game situations, what it's going to entail, to play winning football. They've been focused and they understand what's at stake and they understand the effort that it's going to take.
How has the offensive line done for you this season so far?
Well, they've done a great job, and we need to continue to progress and get better. And like I said, the whole deal for us is to become a better football team week in and week out. They're very prideful. We're still developing that depth. That's still an area of concern. But in terms of leadership, accountability, pride in their performance, they've done a good job. Now we need to work on just the overall physicality from playing and play out, being able to run the football consistently and protect the quarterback as well. But they're prideful individuals, they're great leaders, and they're great people.
Coach, how does going up against Oregon's offense last week prepare you at all for what Florida's going to be able to do?
Well, it's a little bit different in terms of schematics, in terms of the different personnel groupings, probably the physicality up front, by the nature of their run schemes. But anytime you go on the road playing that type of environment, I think it, prepares you as best as it can, but it's a whole nother level come Saturday.
Coach, you talk about the physicality of your offense. How does that relate to your defensive backs that would maybe play a little bit different style this week?
Well, we have to improve our tackling from last week. And, where they can hurt you is Driscoll can beat you with his legs. They can beat you with play action. There's so many things that they can do, and they challenge your discipline again because of the different formations, the play actions off of it, being able to overload a side. And so, again, it's another week where they create some anxiety. They try to make you uncomfortable, but in a different way than Oregon did.
What's going to be some of Jordan Williams, and how much more did you challenge him with some of the numbers problems you have up front?
Well, Jordan's an individual that needs to continue to step up. I think he's developing, he's growing. Each and every week I see him progressing, I see him getting better. But, he's going to be challenged this week with all of us just because of the nature of the game, the physicality of the game, the physicality that's going to be required in this game. But also, I talked about in my press conference, we have to be a much more mentally, physical football team. It's all mental conditioning, and we have to be much better than we were last week.
Have you noticed anything, a little extra pep in his step or anything since he's going home this week? Anything like that?
Like I told them, that should be every week. Your level of preparation, should be a high level of consistency week in and week out. It can't fluctuate. It can't be up and down. Yeah, this is a big game, it's the first SEC game, but they're all big. They're all important. I think it's more consistency in performance, consistency in your preparation.
You mentioned before, not getting marking on who the opponent is, focusing on yourself or anything else. But just from what we saw today, it seems like you're really playing into the rivalry when you play on the shooters on the helmet. Why is that?
Well, I just think this is what makes college football. Rivalry games. The pageantry of college football. That's what makes it special. This game should live with you the rest of your life. And for our seniors, this is their last opportunity to play Florida. Just like for Florida's seniors, it's their last opportunity to play Tennessee. And that's what makes college football special. That's what makes coming to Tennessee special. And so it's just, it's an important game because it's an SEC game, but also it's Florida.
They're running back. Matt Jones had some medical issues, came out a couple of weeks ago. Anything you notice about him?
Talented running back, talented. Can do a lot of things, has a physical style of play, can make you miss. And again, we have to do a much better job on the perimeter tackling.
You mentioned Joe Ayers at the beginning. Beyond Brendan Downs, would Granacell be next, or has he surpassed Quinn, or is Quinn banked up?
A.J. Brenacell's number 2, and we're trying to force feed him right now at tight end. And, he's going through the little nuances, the learning curve of a true freshman. But I thought today was his best practice, so we've been limited there with injuries, and we've been limited in what we want to do with our tight end position. But Brendan Downs has been a model of consistency. Now we need A.J. to step up as well. I think it's the nature of the game. I think it's our performance, and we're in a performance-based business, and I told our quarterbacks is, the starting quarterback is the equivalent of a starting pitcher in baseball. At the end of the day, you're measured upon results. What's the results? Wins and losses. A starting quarterback is a starting pitcher in baseball. You're measured by wins and losses and in production. And it's production based, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, thank you.